Hey, welcome back to Compounding Quietly. Patience is not the absence of action. Most investors think they're being patient when they're actually just frozen. It's an easy mistake to make the two feel identical from the inside. So how do you know which one you're actually doing? Let's think through this together. Right now, a lot of investors are sitting still. Some of them are doing it on purpose. Some of them are doing it because they're scared to move. From the outside, both look exactly the same. Both look like someone holding a position and waiting. But underneath, one person has a reason and the other person has an excuse. That difference doesn't show up on a brokerage statement. It only shows up later, when the market moves. And they have to explain their own decision to themselves. This confusion keeps repeating because patience has been turned into a virtue without a definition. People are told to stay patient without anyone explaining what patience is actually for. So it gets used as a label for almost anything, including doing nothing because you're unsure, doing nothing because you're tired, and doing nothing because you genuinely believe the plan is still working. Those are three different situations. Only one of them is patience. Somewhere around this point, it's worth pausing to ask yourself a direct question. Are you holding because your criteria still says hold? Or are you holding because you haven't decided what your criteria even is? That second answer isn't patience. That's avoidance wearing patience's clothes. And the market doesn't punish avoidance immediately, which is exactly why it's so easy to mistake for discipline. It feels fine for months. Then a single sharp move exposes the difference all at once. What separates patience from inaction is not how long you wait. It's whether the wait is attached to a standard you could explain out loud right now to someone else. Patience has a criteria sentence behind it. Inaction has a feeling behind it, usually some version of, it's probably fine, or I'll deal with it later. Picture an investor who built a position in a broad, dividend growth strategy 2 years ago. The plan was simple: add on a set schedule, hold through volatility, let the income stream compound. Then the market drops 8% in a month. Headlines turn loud. This investor stops adding new money, but doesn't sell anything either. If you ask them why, they'll usually say one of two things. The first answer sounds like this: my plan was built for exactly this kind of drop, so I'm not changing it. The second answer sounds like this: I just don't want to make things worse right now. Those two sentences describe the same outward behavior, not selling, not adding, but they come from completely different places. The first sentence is patience. The second sentence is inaction dressed up as caution. This is the part most people skip when they think about their own behavior. They look at what they did, not why they did it. And what you did can look identical for completely different reasons. That's the trap. A portfolio can sit untouched for a year under real discipline, or sit untouched for a year under quiet fear. And the chart will look exactly the same either way. Coming back to the question this video opened with, the difference isn't visible from the outside. It's only visible to you in the moment you have to explain your own decision. If you can name the criteria behind the wait, that's patience. If the honest answer is, I'm not sure, I just haven't done anything, that's inaction. The direction here isn't to wait longer or move faster. It's to know specifically which one you're choosing and to be able to say why. A useful habit is writing your criteria down before the market gets loud, not after. If your reasoning only shows up after a drop has already scared you, it's not really reasoning. It's a story being built to match a feeling that already happened. Real criteria gets written when things are calm, so it still holds when things aren't. This isn't about being more aggressive or more cautious. It's about being able to tell on any given day whether your stillness is a decision or a delay. One of those compounds in your favor over time. The other one just quietly costs you optionality while feeling completely safe. The market doesn't ask you to move quickly. It asks you to know why you're not moving. Patience survives a bad month because the reasoning was already in place before the month got bad. Inaction usually breaks the first time. It's tested because there was nothing underneath it to begin with. That's the part worth sitting with. Not whether you're holding, but whether you could explain the hold. The criteria don't change with the market. That's the whole point. Compounding quietly. Slow, steady wealth building. If this helped, subscribe and leave a like. Everything here is for informational purposes only. All final decisions and responsibilities remain with you. Thanks for spending time with Compounding Quietly today.